CFA Nation, Gabe.
Nick.
And we are here today to bring you another cricket reaction, fresh off the presses. Super excited to do this one. And you guys already read the thumbnail. You know what we're talking about. We're talking about helicopter shots. And since we're talking about helicopter shots, I got to throw on the king of the helicopter shot. That's right. MSD, baby. Woo! Love the helicopter shot, Nick. Still one of my favorite shots in cricket. Man, how are you today, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic. This is such, I don't know the right word, but like unorthodox shot. Like just the way it looks just looks kind of funky, right? But it's a beautiful answer to the Yorker, and it's something like you said, Dhoni perfected. There's other people that were trying this or that, but he's the one that really got it going, learned it from a friend growing up and all that kind of stuff, and he really put it into his game, and it helped him. It wasn't the only reason, but it helped him become the legend that he was, and he still is, I guess, IPL-wise. And so, oddly enough, we reacted to that video, the Dhoni helicopter shots, on Cricket Tuesday a few weeks ago. And when I first posted it, I put regular helicopter shots compilation on there. So our subscribers are awesome. They let us know right away. I was able to fix that, get the real video on there. So Gabe's like, hey, no big deal. Let's just react to that video now. So we're going to go ahead and check that out. And like Gabe said, I mean, this is MS Dhoni's thing. And if you like MS Dhoni, if you like cricket, if you like our reactions, if you like anything, hit the like button, subscribe. Let us know how much you like it.
Yeah, for sure, man. You know, to your point, one of the things we've gotten lucky, I mean, coming into cricket as late as we have, this is our third year in, we've missed a lot of the greats, but we have seen MS Dhoni, and we've caught him play in the IPL, and he's had some big matches. We've seen that Dhoni magic, you know, sparingly, right? Not every match, obviously, but he's had some huge matches, won another title. That's right, CSK, baby. Last season was a little rough, but it's all good. And, you know, it's cool because MS Dhoni is like on the Mount Rushmore of cricketers, right? You know what I'm saying? You got Sachin up there. You got obviously other greats up there as far as Indian cricket is concerned. But would you say I think MS Dhoni is probably second or third if you're building, and Mount Rushmore, just so you guys know, those are the most influential presidents in American history, and we got a mountain and they're carved into it. So that's when I refer to Mount Rushmore. But if there are a Mount Rushmore of cricketers, and we're talking, don't even think about Indian cricketers for sure, he's on there. But maybe just in general, influential cricketers, you know what I mean? Like MS Dhoni's got to be on Mount Rushmore, don't you think?
I don't think so. I mean,
Sachin would be up there.
You have the Don on there. You have Sachin
Bradman,
there, right? They're already taking 2 spots. But then you got to think Morali, most Test wickets of all time, right? 800. I mean, there's an argument could be made, right? If you're going to think that one, are you going to think about a Shane Warne? Are you going to think about present day like a Steve Smith or Virat Kohli? Even though recently not Virat Kohli like Jimmy Anderson with his wickets. Right, you're talking about
Shane Warne.
I mean, there's so many Gilchrist. I mean, so many guys out there. Jack Callis. I mean, you're talking about so many. I mean, man. I mean, that's it, Gabe. You put the challenge down. The gauntlet has been dropped. Who are your all-time? And I don't want to see all the guys from just one country. Don't be biased, even though it's hard not to be. And cricket, I'm not too worried about CFA Nation. They're not going to be biased. Let us know. And maybe we'll do a little poll for fun on CFA Nation after we drop this video, if I remember to. Remind me in the comments if you don't mind. And we can get it more spread out. But man alive. You'd have to do like bowlers. You'd have to do batters. You have to do maybe fielder. But to do everything, just 4 guys?
Listen. Okay, MS Dhoni's on the Mount Rushmore of Indian players for as far as India is concerned. One of the top 4 players. I don't care if he's a bowler or a batter. Doesn't matter. But internationally, you're right, man. There's so many other influential. Don Bradman's probably got to be there for sure.
Oh, guaranteed. There's no question.
Then Sachin, man, what Sachin did for cricket,
no question.
He's up there. And then, yeah, it gets really muddy. How are you not going to have the all-time leading wicket taker? So Morali's got to be
Pakistan's going to be like Walker Yunus. And what are you talking about? Wasim Akram, right? You're talking about even Boom Boom Afridi, for crying out loud. You got a lot of
I
guys
mean,
out there.
but bro, you got Shane Warren with 708. R.I.P. Shane
Shane
Warren.
Warren,
You know, you got
Glenn
so
McGraw. I
many
mean,
guys. Wow,
Steve
it is.
Waugh,
Woo. And hey, listen, if you want to
Ricky
talk,
Ponting,
uh, how about my guy? That's right, Brian Lara. 400, daddy. Whole lot,
Viv
cousin.
Richards,
Whole lot.
right?
Yeah, Sir Viv Richard. Actually, fun fact. He actually, Brian Lara's highest score was not 400. It was 500, but that was not in a actual test match. I think it was like in a county cricket game or whatever. That scored 500 runs in a match.
He can score
500 runs.
1,000 runs against us if he played
Yeah.
against us.
You know what I'm saying, bro? So like, man, dude, wow, Nick, you just, I don't know. I put my foot in my mouth because there's gonna comment section's gonna blow up. People gonna crush it. No, look, I'm so interested to see and read these comments and see who's on the Mount Rushmore of cricket. Who are the top 4 players of all time? And bro, in any sport, you throw that gauntlet out, you pull that challenge out there, people start losing their minds. Like, still, you're a Lakers fan. I cannot tell you the arguments I've had MJ versus Kobe as far as the GOAT, that's the greatest of all time.
Oh,
Those people that say
it's
LeBron,
MJ.
you're nuts. Don't even put
It's
don't even
MJ.
put LeBron in. LeBron's not in the conversation, all right?
He is in the
He's not even in it.
conversation, actually.
He is
He is in
not
the
in the
conversation. He
conversation.
is.
Listen,
Absolutely, he is.
see
But
what I'm saying?
MJ's
See
the
what I'm
GOAT.
saying? It comes MJ's the GOAT.
MJ's the
But
GOAT.
Kobe is the closest thing to MJ, bottom line. And
Ooh, you're forgetting about. See, it depends. If you're talking about points, sure, right? But don't forget, there's a guy named Wilt Chamberlain that played for like what 10 or 11 seasons. He was a monster, right? There was a guy named Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I mean, are you kidding me? Really? All-time scoring list. There's a guy named Russell who just recently passed away, right? Just
RIP
recently
Russell.
passed away. Bill Russell, right? This guy, what, 11 championships in like 12 years? Are you kidding me? Can anyone else claim that? No.
I just threw a student out of my class not so long ago because he tried to tell me, "Hey, we did it in jest," but we talk sports, we have fun, and he tried to tell me that what is it, Steph Curry is the greatest of all time. I just kicked him out of my get out, get out, get out.
Greatest three-pointer of all
Bye.
time. I can get
He
with
might.
that.
I'll give him greatest shooter of all time, greatest 3-point shooter of all time for sure. But the greatest of the GOAT, get out. And the whole class started laughing at me. Like, are you saying? Are you kidding me right now? Come on, man. But guys, let us know in the comment section after this video. Give me the Mount
And
Rushmore,
I
man.
want to know, like, too. Sorry to cut you off there. I want to know because I'm racking my brain. Who's the top England player of all time? I want to know who do you got right there because I'm racking my brain. I mean, obviously you got stuff like Joe Root, the current guy, Steve Anderson, current guy, right? Can you put a Flintoff in there? Like, who is the all-time England cricketer? I gotta know. Is it Jardine? Probably not.
Ooh, you asked you asked a very good question there, and I'm sure that the comment section will light up with their opinions.
Oh, I
But
can't wait.
without any further ado, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, and you can also answer on Twitter if you want to. Hit us up on Twitter or Instagram, and yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this, brother.
Here we go.
Cricket Daddy.
Don't forget to like and subscribe
Is
to the
that
Cricket Hour.
Sky? That looks like that Sky right there.
Ooh. MS Shazad plays like MS Dhoni. Ah! A little bit of extra flair there. Oh,
He
man.
admired the work.
You're going
He
to break your
admired the
shoulder
work.
doing that.
Ooh, I love
Yeah,
it.
he
He
did. I like
admired the
that.
work.
He
Sachin
plays
plays
it
it
before. It was
before it was
cool.
cool. Ooh.
Against Kenya in the World Cup. This is first against England here. Now he's decided.
Yeah, that's an abbreviated one for sure, but still
Simple improvisation.
very angelic.
Just dug it out.
There you go.
To walk it away on the onside, but this is a very good performance by India. Losing 3 early wickets, they bounce back to reach.
Just look at MS Dhoni's back lift. Ooh. MS, baby.
A little bit of a twirl on that one. I love it. Not as dramatic of a twirl.
It's such a quick shot too.
He puts so much pressure on that back foot too. It's like he's gonna dig a hole in the ground. Abdullah Razak. Oh, there you go. That was in front of him too. That was away from the. That was like the fifth stump or something. Oh, it's a sign of Gabe's favorite person of all time.
Six. Nick, what do you think the very first time that like a test, and I'm only saying test, but like because it was the first format, but like a bowler saw the helicopter shot. He's like, what? They probably thought it was illegal.
Clips here.
Whoa!
It's so packed. It's so crazy. Rashid Khan on his first ball. That's a good one right there.
And then he admires it. I love it. Then he admires it. Admires the work. Oh! Drop that bat, Daddy. Just drop
What
it.
league is he playing in? What is that? That was a great one by Rashid Khan. He crushed it. Oh, full toss.
That's supposed to happen to a full toss. Did you hear that?
Kevin Peterson. Kevin Peterson was so creative, for crying out loud. Stand and Deliver. What a great movie. Oh! It's so crazy that they're able to get that kind of lift, that kind of distance. Yes, on the shot.
Because you really can't put too much leverage with your hips. You're not turning your hips into it. Wow.
Oh, West Indies. I love it.
Here we go.
Straight down the ground.
And it's like the ball, it hits up high in the air and then just dies. You're hoping it has a distance.
Look at the bottom hand. And look at how we finish this. And it's gone the distance.
That takes so much strength, too, to do that. And not hit your head with the bat. Love the long hair Dhoni.
Ben Cutting.
Oh, he cut that nicely.
You couldn't resist the punt, could you? You just couldn't resist the punt.
The audience knew it was coming. That was nice. He absolutely destroyed that. And look at how simple it is. You don't got to break your back. Just
MS Dhoni.
Yeah, he knows.
Hasn't even swum.
Yeah, it wasn't even a full-on ending there.
Sit up. Sit up.
Oh. That's going to break your hip.
It was a helicopter shot.
Ooh.
It was a helicopter shot. Oh, and he goes up in the crease, too.
Disrespectful.
And then he ended it with like a little bit of a crane technique. I love that. And that knee sticking up in the air.
Ooh.
I love, honestly, we've reacted to a lot of extra innings or cricket addict videos. Absolutely love his videos. Love the compilations. Don't forget, check out his channels. He's got 2 of them. And, Gabe, which one do you think was not just the nicest, but which one do you think was the most unbelievable? The ones that your eyes did not believe what they were seeing?
I mean, the Ben Cutting one, man, he didn't even take a full head. Bro, it takes a lot of wrist strength to just, holy cow. And he hit that ball an absolute ton. He hit an absolute ton. Now, I think that, and again, I'm sure the comment section is going to blow up, but just from this video, right, we see that MS Dhoni might have perfected it or patented the helicopter shot, but Sachin was doing it before MS Dhoni. You saw, Sachin there putting in work.
Yeah.
So obviously, they didn't even know what to call it at the time. He said it was such an unorthodox shot, is what the announcer said. But it is unorthodox. And you know what? Again, as I'm just thinking to myself, I'm sure that the very first time a bowler saw a batsman attack. They had to think, wait, that's got to be illegal some way. Just like when you see a bowler has weird action, they're thinking to themselves, oh, they're pitching, you know what I'm saying? Or chucking the ball. But yeah, Nick, to me, that Ben Cutting one was so impressive because he barely, I mean, barely even swung. And that thing was, he's a strong guy to hit it out that far. And then again, the Sasha one kind of stood out to me because I didn't realize that people had been doing it long before Dhoni.
Yeah, you talk about strength with the bin cutting, and I don't know from personal experience. I'm just watching him, and I'm trying to equate it to what I know about baseball and this or that. It looks like it's so easy, right? It looks like it's all about that time, but you have to have that strength, or it's almost like that ball's gonna like hit your bat backwards if you're kind of go to it passively and casually. And he just made it look so easy and so compact. And you saw the end product. That ball went a million miles, for crying out loud. That last one looks like so crazily dramatic, but it went to the offside a little bit, right? Not to the onside. That thing's a little crazy to me. The one of the easier ones, I'm not going to say easy, but one of the most confident ones as well was where it was at that fifth stump and it was really in between his legs, really. Like it wasn't in danger of hitting the stumps. He didn't even hesitate. He didn't move his legs back like we see from like a Brett Lee Yorker or something like that. He just and it went a million miles. He had all the confidence that he had that timing down. And that's still, for me, the biggest thing with batting and cricket is the timing that these guys have, that they can last for long. And you have great timing in baseball too, but how many times do we see MVP type players who just miss the ball and it goes for a foul and it's not going to go anywhere? And you're just like, oh my gosh, that was the 3-run home run right there that we needed. And you have that in cricket, obviously. I'm not going to say you don't, but just the timing of it is absolutely amazing. And you got to have timing. I don't think I would ever try this shot. If I was like playing casually in like a league here for adults or whatever, and I was able to hold my own a little bit, I would be too terrified to try that shot. I really would be, because like just the mechanics of it, to me, I can't wrap my head around it, but it looks fantastic to watch.
I think the last one I want to talk about was the Rashid Khan one. And the reason was because recently I
Oh,
was talking about,
absolutely. Yes.
somebody asked me about the West Indies and, what happened to the West Indies, what's going on with their recent woes. And, I pretty much have explained that because of the turmoil with, in my opinion, because of the turmoil with the West Indies pertaining to the organization and management, players really fashion themselves to focus on being all rounders because that's what gets paid. Bottom line, that's what gets paid, and especially in those domestic leagues like the IPL, the BBL, the CPL, even 100. All rounders get paid. Ask Glenn Maxwell. You know what I'm saying? He got that dough. Hardy got that dough because they're so valuable to teams. And my point was that if you're an all-rounder, you got to focus on both aspects of the game, right? You got to focus either on batting or on both. You focus both, I should say, on batting or bowling. Case in point, right now, Cam Green, the young Australian all-rounder, it's funny, when he first started his career, he was an absolute monster bowler. Couldn't hit. And now he's putting up 70 runs, but he's not taking wickets. His last game in Australia, as a matter of fact, they use him as a batter. He didn't bowl it over. So, what I'm saying is that if you're think about Rashid Khan. Rashid Khan, we've seen this before. That wasn't the first time we've seen him see a kick. He can hit, and people tell us all the time he can hit. So if he wanted to turn himself into an all-rounder, he could have. But now he's taking time away from the nets where he's focusing on bowling and his craft of bowling. And I just think that's what it is with the West Indies. Their best athletes, if you think about it, from Russell to Pollard and I'm talking about recently, from Russell to Pollard to even a Nicholas Perrin, everybody's all of a sudden. Now, Nicholas Perrin doesn't really bowl. He's more of a fielder, to be a wicket keeper. But they all focus on just being the most attractive, versatile player they can, as opposed to saying, I'm just going to be an opening batsman or I'm going to focus. And when you've got a test team, not everybody can be an all-rounder. When you've got an ODI team, not everybody can be an all-rounder. You need those openers that can face that new ball and survive so that then, the guys in the bottom of the order can do their jobs. But it's like they've got 11 players and 7 of them all do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And they all 7 of them play the same way. And that is, I mean, me personally, think about some of the guys. What's his name? It's driving me crazy now. From the West Indies, Jason Holder, right now was the captain of the Test team for a while. One of the best players the West Indies had, all rounders. So many of these guys, I think, just focus on being all rounders because that's what gets them paid. So you saw right there just a short clips of a Rashid Khan hit that. Did it look like he put a lot of effort into that swing? He just same thing, turned his wrist and
He
put that thing
destroyed it.
in the
Yeah.
stands. I've seen him do it multiple times. So if he
Genius.
really wanted
Yeah.
to, he could spend some more time in the nets, and all of a sudden I'm an all-rounder. Yeah, give me that $2 million. But he focusing on his craft, which is bowling. But man, it was a great video. Any last words? I put them to you, brother.
I just love what you said about Rashid Khan. I just love Rashid Khan. I think I would not be surprised at all if he was a great human being. Like if you met him in person. I'm not talking like let me give me your autograph. I'm not talking about that. But you had a chance to sit down and talk to him. I'm sure he's a fantastic person. I love Rashid Khan. Let us know what you think about this video, our reaction to it. Let us know what else you want us to react to, even if it's not like a compilation. It could be anything in the world of cricket that's not from an official cricket channel that you want us to check out. Please let us know. And until next time.
That's 6 runs.